This is a Sylvania Roadside Pro Dash Cam. It's one of 4 roadside models from Sylvania, the first being the Basic, then the Plus, this Pro model, and lastly the Stealth model. The Pro model has a maximum resolution of 1296p at 30 frames per second with a 130-degree field of view. It will accept a max of 64GB micro SD card and can record up to 12 hours depending on the resolution and memory card size. When I purchased this dash cam, a 32GB micro SD card was included in the box. It comes with GPS logging, which can display your speed and coordinates, as well as the current time and date. The mount adheres to a windshield using double-sided tape, which might be a downside to some. However, it does come with a second strip should you decide to ever move the camera to a different spot on the windshield or to another vehicle entirely. The camera attaches to the mount via magnets, and I was surprised at how strong it holds. The camera does not wiggle and has not fallen down a single time since I have installed it. It's really strong. The camera itself has 6 buttons on it. On top of the unit is the power button. On the sides of the screen are the up and down navigation buttons, record button, menu button, and on the side of the camera is the lock button. The screen can be turned off should you not wish to have it on while driving, simply by pressing the power button once and releasing it. So for anybody who wants to drive around and doesn't want to have that little glare at night or even during the day if you feel it could be distracting, you can press this button one time and it'll still record and you'll still have all your footage, you just won't have the screen on. That comes in pretty handy for anybody who may like that option or not. It's up to you whether you choose to use it or not. After attaching the mount and connecting the camera to the mount, I downloaded the Sylvania Connect app, which I will show you right now. This is what it looks like. This is on the Google Play Store. I don't remember how many megabytes it is, but it doesn't take up a lot of space. It downloaded within a few seconds, and it's not really a hassle to download. I'm pretty sure it should be on iOS as well, but I don't have iOS. I just have Android. The app will allow you to change the resolution, the length of recording, and a few other things. One thing to take into consideration though is that when you connect your phone via the app, you will need to open the app, connect to the camera Wi-Fi if you want to connect your phone to the actual camera. But when you do this, you will disable your cellular data and you will not be able to receive calls, texts, pictures, videos, anything like that. So what I do to counter this is I use one of my old cell phones that no longer has a SIM card in it because I use my current one. That way, if I need to save any videos from any accidents or incidents or anything that I may have captured that I may find interesting or that may be needed for whatever reason, maybe for evidence, if I observe someone else in an accident, that way I can give them the footage if they need it, then I can still do that. And I won't have to use my current cell phone, and I'll still have access to cellular data on the phone that I'm currently using. I originally had a different dash cam made by Boss, this one, model number BCAM40, and it did okay. It served its purpose somewhat, but the resolution on it was just horrible. The video from this cam was hazy, and it was nearly impossible to read license plates, even on signs from buildings that I'm passing by, unless they were extremely huge letters, but just regular size that you would see on any store. It was very hazy, and if you were at a distance, you wouldn't be able to make it out. I do prefer the mount on this one though, because I prefer the suction cup mount. That way I can move it anywhere I need to or anytime I want to, if I feel it's in the way, or again, if I needed to move to another vehicle, then I could take it with me. Whereas with this one, I can't do that. But it does come with a second strip, so that way if you do need to reattach it somewhere or move it to another vehicle, you can do that. But that's just personal preference. Everybody has their own. But the problem with this Boss Cam was with the heat during the spring, summer, and fall here where I live, this actually ended up breaking, as you can see. The build quality on it is not that great. Boss does make other products, which I'm not going to get into, but this particular one, for me, it was just like I said, it somewhat served its purpose, but it ended up being a disappointment. There were many times that it actually did fall off my windshield, and I understand that because condensation builds up here. but this just, it became really rigid and it broke, and it didn't record very well from the videos, which I will include. I will actually include in this, and I will have some daytime footage as well as nighttime footage from this camera and daytime footage from this one, just so you can see what I'm talking about as far as resolution. And there's a night and day difference between this resolution and this resolution. And this one I am currently recording at 1080p, and this one was a maximum of 1080p. So that being said, to avoid any copyright issues, I will mute the sound from both videos because I do enjoy listening to music while I drive, like most people do. And that way I won't get hit with anything like that. So, which I doubt that anybody's going to really complain, because nobody's really caring about the audio for whatever reason. If you do, they both record audio. It's basically what you would expect from a dash cam. So that being said, we'll step outside and we will continue this so I can show you how this camera hooks up, show you the mount, and we'll go from there. Okay, this is where I have it mounted. That noise is my dash cam on the rear, but this is the mount, and I believe this little port here is for an not an external, I'm sorry. It is for a rear camera, but I have a rear camera from a different brand, so but this does plug into the cigarette lighter. And the thing I like about this is it also comes with an extra USB port, so if you do need to plug something else in there, you can. You're not limited to that port. You don't have to buy one of the adapters to convert it into 2 cigarette lighters, is what they're called. Either way, 12-volt outlet, same thing. So it does come with that USB-A port, so that way you can attach something else to it, cell phone, whatever. And as I said, you can press this button and now it's off, but it's still recording. Hold it on and see, it has not lost any time. Now it does have adjustments that you can make right here to adjust the angle if you want it to aim a little higher, a little lower. The one thing, and it's a little bit of a not really a downside, it's just something that I would like to have on here, is you can't turn it to the left and right. It's strictly up and down. So if you wanted to angle it a little bit more to towards the driver's side or towards the passenger side, that's not an option for this one. It does come with I'm not exactly sure the length of the cable, but I do have it tucked up under here, ran across the dash, underneath the dash, and then it comes out right here and then into the cigarette lighter. So with that being said, if you do have any questions or any thoughts that you may want to know, if you're considering purchasing a dash cam, so far in my experience, I've had it about 3 weeks. I haven't had any issues. The quality on it is a lot better than the Boss dash cam that I had. It does record audio. You can turn the audio off. And in terms of overall usability, I mean, it's not a bad choice at all. There are more expensive, there are some that are cheaper. I picked this one up for roughly a little over $100. You can purchase it from Amazon. I personally purchased mine from O'Reilly's Auto Parts, so I didn't actually have to wait on delivery. But there are a few different options where you can pick it up from. So again, if you do have any questions or anything that you want to know about this camera, please feel free to comment, let me know. And I will be including footage, as I said, from this camera, both day and night, as well as some day footage, just to show reference of how the quality was on the Boss camera. So thanks for watching.